How do you make people feel? Don't just gloss over that question. When a client comes to your salon, ask yourself, how do you really make people feel? When clients come into your salon, they get a haircut, maybe a colour, and an experience. A part of that experience is how you make them feel. When you go into a store and you buy something, you walk out the door with a product, but you also walk out the door with a feeling. For example, I'm sure that you have some designer label possessions. Perhaps it's sunglasses or a handbag or maybe a watch. Well, why did you buy that designer label product, whatever it is? Why do some people, maybe you did, spend inordinate amounts of money on watches, sunglasses, handbags, etc., when the market is saturated with copies of almost every luxury item out there that are often almost indistinguishable from the originals and available at a fraction of the price? It's not just the quality and practicality of the product itself, it's because of how it makes you feel. That is the component that differs the most when you buy the copy. The feeling that you get, not just during the experience or buying it, but every time you wear it or carry it. What is that feeling? Well, it depends on the product in question, but maybe the original will give you that added feeling of confidence, of authenticity, of beauty, desirability, or success, or power, or recognition. Whatever it is, that intangible, invisible emotion is what you paid for every bit as much as the product itself, because you simply don't get that feeling when you buy the copy. As a hairdresser, your services are your product. Now, just as prices vary enormously for handbags and watches when buying originals versus buying copies, they vary enormously for haircuts and colours from salon to salon. Just like the handbags, what the client is buying when they come to your salon is how you made them feel, how you treat them, the relationship, the experience that gives the client that added feeling of confidence, beauty, desirability, success, power, recognition. That intangible, invisible emotion is what your clients pay for, every bit as much as the haircut and colour itself. Your haircut doesn't have a label attached to it. Unlike brands like the Louis Vuitton handbag or the Rolex watch, your haircut doesn't have a label attached to it that subtly endorses the wearer and advertises the manufacturer. Your brand is a brand of experience that you deliver, an emotional journey, and how you make people feel in your chair, in your salon, determines what value they put on you, how much they're prepared to pay for your services, and how they choose to endorse you or not. So as a next step, why don't you sit down with your team and brainstorm with them, what are the feelings that your salon brand projects? Does your clients associate that feeling with you? How do you or can you market that feeling? As individuals, how do we deliver that feeling? And finally, how can we train our people to deliver that feeling? So thank you for watching, and if you don't already subscribe to the 2-Minute Salon Manager, you can do so by visiting growmysalonbusiness.com. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at growmysalonbusiness. Have a great week.